7. Luka finished with 20 points, but only 2 points in the second half for him. Plus, he committed 7 of Dallas's 13 turnovers. After the game, Doncic said, quote, "I gotta be better. That's not me. I gotta be better for the whole group." Shannon, after what you saw last night, are you sure Luka has arrived as an NBA superstar?
I'm 1,000% sure that he's a superstar, and it's one bad game. when he dropped 35 and 10 and to blow out the number 1 seed on the road, nobody said, is Luka a superstar? It's one bad game. Someone is still average. He's averaging 32, 9, and 8 in 24 playoff games. He has 6 40-point playoff games, 5 against the Clippers. He's 26, 8.5, 8 for a career, and he's 23 years of age. We don't do this when one guy. We never said when Kevin Durant had 16 points, is KD a superstar? If Steph Curry has a bad game, is he a superstar? We don't do this with other guys. Luka's resume says, you know what? This man is a superstar because he's a transcendent player that can transform a franchise, and that's what he's done with the Mavericks. There's no question in my mind. I think there are very few people that think Luka isn't a superstar. Yes, is there room to grow? He has the ability not only to be a league MVP, but a finals MVP. He can take a team to an NBA Finals. He can win the Finals MVP. He can be an MVP in this league. That's what I believe what makes a guy. Can you be those things? What's your ceiling? Well, we've seen it. I mean, we see his floor. I mean, his floor is probably 90%, maybe even 95% of the league. That's his floor, is what they hope to get to. His ceiling is an MVP, league and finals. So there's no question in my mind that Luka Doncic, as we speak today, is a superstar player. It's just one bad game. We've seen far too many of great games to say, to dismiss him after one bad game, to say that he is a superstar. There's no question in my mind that Luka Doncic is a superstar.
Is Luka Doncic a great athlete?
No.
No.
No, that's not required of being a superstar.
Is Luka Doncic a great leaper?
No, that's not required.
He really can't jump much at all. He has a hard time dunking the basketball at 6 feet 7 inches tall. Is Luka Doncic a great shooter?
No.
No, because even in this playoff run, that's been great for him, he's shooting 34% from 3. Well, that's his career average. His regular season career average is 34%, so he's right on pace.
He's a scorer. He's not a shooter. He's a scorer.
Not a shooter. He's a scorer. Is he a great free throw shooter? No. He's 76% through this playoff run, and he's 74% for his career regular season average. It's way below average for what he should be as the starting. Do we call him a point guard? I don't even know what he is. He just handles the basketball.
Yes.
He's going to lead the league in usage rate every year.
Yes.
And he's going to be high in turnovers, in part because he's going to try some things others won't try, but he just has the basketball in his hands a whole lot.
Yes.
And last night, he began to unravel in the second half and wound up with 7 turnovers that did cost them, but you could argue the game was already pretty much done by that point anyway.
Correct.
Okay, so does he stay in supreme shape? No, he doesn't. And even last night, Andrew Wiggins picked him up in the second half, full court, and made him look a little hefty to me. It looked like he wasn't in the greatest of shape because he couldn't hang with Wiggins through the second half, and he was horrendous in the second half when he shot, what was it, 1 of 7 in the second half, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the point is, never in the greatest shape, and now we get to, is he even a decent defender? No, he's not a decent defender. He's a liability on defense. And Golden State, a much deeper and, I can't say it's a smarter team than Phoenix, although I think it's a little smarter than Phoenix is, because I still don't understand last year's finals when Monty Williams says, I'm going to put Ayton on Giannis, and he's going to take him solo. Well, you can't.
No.
He's too, as they say, light in the britches. And Giannis, if you let him get downhill on you, he will destroy you.
He did.
And it's not like Ayton is a physical 7-footer, because he's not physical. No. He's a finesse 7-footer, so he had no chance against him until Chris Paul, after the 4th game, said, maybe we should build a wall. Yeah.
Too late now.
Yeah, too late. Okay, so again, liability on defense, and Golden State said last night, we are going to attack him.
Right.
We're going to find 77, and we're going to make him pay on defense.
Right.
We're going to make him work on defense and maybe distract him a little bit on offense. Okay, so I just gave you all these categories in which you'd say, no.
No, but Skip, I just think the thing is to be a superstar, you don't have to be elite in all of those categories. You don't have to. You just have to. What is your eye when you watch this young man play? What does your eyes tell you? I mean, Larry Bird didn't jump. He wasn't the greatest athlete. Yeah, he could shoot better than Luka. Yeah, sure, he shot free throws better than Luka. He wasn't a great defender. He led the league in steals because he played passing lanes, kind of like what Luka does. But, Skip, this notion that you need to be able to walk and chew bubblegum to be a great athlete, that's not true. That's just not true. And your eyes should tell, like you said, you're an eye test guy. If your eyes are telling you Luka Doncic isn't a superstar, I mean, either your TV or the LASIK surgery that you got is outdated. That's all I can help you with.
Larry Bird was one of the coldest-blooded basketball killers I ever witnessed and eye tested.
Yeah, but Luka, Larry was all about. Luka is I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna get the crowd. He gonna be laughing.
I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna laugh.
But no, Larry was not. Larry was all business on the court. Skip, these guys now. Skip, the guys didn't. The superstar guys didn't celebrate like the superstar guys do today. It's a changing of the time. It's a changing of the guard. I mean, guys wasn't shimmying, and Michael would, he shrugged or he would wag if he dunked on somebody or something like that. But these guys now, they gonna hold the pose. They do things that the guys didn't do when we were growing up. But I've been long past that. I say it's just a new generation. It's a new era, and this is what these guys do. Let them do that.
Okay, my eye test told me last night that Luka, for once, looked a little overmatched in the second half by an Andrew Wiggins, who is as tall as Luka at 6'7", a little longer than Luka, and obviously more athletic and explosively athletic than Luka. And Luka has extremely high basketball IQ to the point of genius lane IQ, because once he gets you in the lane, I don't know how he does it, but with all of his, it's like everything's...
It's herky-jerky.
It's herky-jerky, and it's off rhythm, where you can't find his rhythm because it's his rhythm, and he brought it with him from wherever, wherever he grew up. It's like he was born with this weird rhythm that you can't mirror in the lane, and you try to anticipate it and react to it, and you're always off his rhythm, and then he's got you.
Yeah, he throws your timing off.
That's what I always said about him. I've never seen anybody do it better than he can do that in the lane. Jimmy Butler has some of that going on, but not as much as this guy does. But Jimmy Butler plays with force, and this guy can, despite his not being in the greatest of shape or the greatest of weight room kind of strength, he plays with force in the lane. Until last night, I couldn't see it. It felt like he got bounced out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, they did a great job, Skip. But if you think about the 35 and 10 that he had Sunday, a lot of it had to do why? Because he was able to play one-on-one in the phone booth with Ayton. He was able to play one-on-one with Chris Paul, one-on-one with Mikal Bridges, because guys were knocking down shots. You couldn't leave them. They're like, nah, man, did you see how bad Brunson bricked that one? And Bullock and Finney-Smith? Why would I hug up on them when I can just worry about the guy with the ball, because he has more impact, he's more dangerous than you guys are tonight. But they'll make a few shots tomorrow night, and you will be in trouble.
So here's
they play tonight. I know tomorrow. No, they play tomorrow night. Damn.
I wish they did play.
I wish they did too.
In real
I wouldn't.
Because Luka needs a day.
Well, we might have to have a special show on Saturday morning to talk about what Luka gonna do.
Okay, I'll be here if you will. I'm good, because I want my cases.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here's a
quote. He's gonna show you a superstar.
I'd like to read this quote from Klay Thompson after the game on Andrew Wiggins, because I loved it, because it really summed up what happened to Luka last night. Klay said of Andrew, that's why he was the #1 overall pick. You can't teach that athleticism. You can't teach that length.
He was the #1 overall pick because Joel Embiid had a bad back. That's why he was the #1 overall pick.
Okay, well, I'm reading the quote. Let me finish it. That's why he was the #1 overall pick. You can't teach that athleticism. You can't teach that length. You can't teach his timing. I'm just happy the world is getting to see who he really is, and that's an incredible wing player. Two-way wing player, because he can flat out defend.
Man, Andrew Wiggins not a top 20 player.
Okay,
Man, stop this.
Okay,
Clay, you remember the last time
I'm telling you, Andrew Wiggins is arriving, and I'm not saying he's top 20, but I told you to start this show. He is a near star. It's what I call a near star. He's a secondary star, but he has star quality. And you were giving Steph all the credit for that Game 6, the closeout game against Memphis. He got the bulk of my credit. Andrew Wiggins. He made all the biggest shots early in the fourth quarter.
Did you see how Andrew Wiggins looked when Steph wasn't on the court? When Steph missed those last games, did you see Andrew Wiggins' numbers? Did you see Andrew Wiggins' numbers the second half of the season?
Yeah, but he does have Steph, and he does have Clay, and he does have Draymond. And all of a sudden, he does have Kevon Looney because hell with the death lineup. It was death to Golden State, and all of a sudden, Kevon Looney is playing huge.
Watch Luka Doncic tomorrow.
Hookah?
Yeah, Luka Doncic got something for y'all.
Is he going to have his hookah today to calm down?
He might. He might. No, he'll give his lungs a chance to breathe. He'll let them air out. He got something for you. Monday when we come in here I want you to have that same energy.
They got physical with him last night, and I'm saying, wow.
That's what Luka like.
He was looking a little slow-footed to me. He was just looking slow-footed.
You see?
I'm just telling you what I saw. And I'm saying, really? Superstar?
You jumped on the train.
And I told you going into these playoffs, I said Jimmy Butler is the best player left in the playoffs. No, it's Luka.
I'm going with Luka.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, are you still going with Luka?
Yeah.
Do you really think he's better than Jimmy Butler? I'll take Jimmy Butler any day or any night over the superstar Luka. I'll take him, and I will beat you because he is a winning basketball player, and I'm not sure about him yet. You kept saying, you're not sold. You asked me, you're not sold up. No, I got to see it. We're now to the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
We're not to the NBA Finals just yet.